Okay, I thought I'd do a quick updated video. Now I've had the bike for a year. I did promise that I would do it once I'd put some more miles or kilometres on the clock, so here we go. Just to recap, this is my 125 WK Bikes Bellissima, and it's currently got 973 kilometres. The dial clock's in kilometres, so just be aware of that. Kilometres on the outside in white, miles an hour on the inside in orange. Having had the bike for the 973 kilometres, I've got to say that every single one of those kilometres has been a joy. The bike's not given us any problems whatsoever. It's never flakkered. Maximum speed for me as a 6'2", 17 stone man is approximately 55 miles an hour. If you get behind a Luton van on the way down a hill, you'll push it to about 60, 62, 100 kilometers an hour. That's pretty much its top end. But now I ride the bike pretty much full throttle most of the time on dual carriageway and just a little bit of around town, and it's absolutely ideal. It's served its purpose, what I bought it for, and I'm really happy for it to own it. It's practical, it's cheap to run. I fill it with I filled it yesterday with Shell V Power, and that was a full tank was around £4.07 at today's rate, which is around £1.17 litre. And I just think for such a small tank it's worth paying the little bit extra for the performance fuel. Don't know if it really makes that much of a difference, but peace of mind, you get what you pay for, etc, etc. In the first video I knocked the bike down for one or two things, like the indicators not being so visible, and I could do with those being a little bit better. But to be honest, I find myself really having to pick at the bike to find it, any faults. I had one issue after I'd had it, the running in oil. It was serviced after around 250k, and the carburetor was just acting up a little bit. It had a little bit of a lag, like turbulence on an aeroplane, that kind of thing. But to be honest, that was less to do with the bike and more to do with the young lad, I think, that pieced it together for us when it got shipped in from China. I love this bike to bits, and since the carburetor was changed under warranty, by the way, so it was free of charge, it's never flakkered. I've loved it. It sits perfectly on the road, and it gets me from where I want to be, or to where I want to be from where I am, and I really can't fault the bike. Just to give you a quick idea, I call mine R2 because of the colours, so hence the R2D2 keyring. Just to pop the lid a little bit on the seat, naturally your fuel goes in here. You haven't got much space. I haven't bought a helmet box. I feel like anything that's going to affect the aerodynamics of the bike, bearing in mind, like I said before, my height and weight, it's just going to get in the way, and it's just something else to rattle. So there's not much space under there. That's maybe a slight negative, but to be honest, I've not found myself cursing it. I did find that from fitting, the L plate on the bottom was actually pinned to the bottom of the number plate. Just a quick shout out to our friends at Full House Customs. Follow them on Instagram, and I get my plates for my bikes and my cars from them. Nice little custom plate there. Anyway, you're legally obliged to display L plates, and that is within the law displayed. You can see the plate, you can make it out that it's an L plate, and if I get stopped by the police, then I would have to question whether or not I was doing anything wrong, because, like I say, it's really, I shifted it from here where it was stuck underneath here because that's a safety feature on the bike. I want to be seen front and back, so I want that reflective strip to be seen. The only other negative that I found about the bike would be the white wall tyres are prone to go off white. Now, you can YouTube videos on how to clean your white wall tyres, a bit of, you know, Scotch Brite and some heavy concentration washing up liquid, that kind of thing. You really have to scrub at them. Mine are kind of off-white with all the brake dust and carbon and stuff like that comes off. But after 1,000 kilometers, sorry, I'm still quite happy with how they look, and as long as they're not pitted and black, then that's fine. The tread on the tyre is pretty much brand new. So yeah, any comments that any questions that you've got, any current owners or any potential owners, just let me know if you need to know anything. But I'm pretty happy with the bike. I've just checked it all out and washed it down this morning. I protected mine with a coat of paste wax last year, and it comes up quite nice. Just a quick bit of housekeeping as well. Check your oil. Obviously the servicing's set out for you in your owner's manual at around every 3,000 kilometers or 6 months, whichever comes first. You're never going to do 3,000 kilometers, or I'm not anyway. So every 6 months pretty much, and it takes about 0.1 of a litre of oil, and you'll find that just above the kickstand and this plate here that protects the heat shield for the exhaust. That's it right there, and it just twists and it comes straight out. It screws in, so unscrew it and it comes straight out. So, and then you can check your oil from there. My levels are pretty cool, so happy enough with that. And just do your safety checks, make sure all your bulbs are working. It's important that you're seen. Like I said, indicating, you know, the indicators on the back, they don't give a lot away. So road position, be aware of your road position when you're on the road. Be as safe as you possibly can, but otherwise really cannot fault the bike. I love it. So like I said, any questions you've got, guys, just give me a shout and I'll get back to you.